You show up, you do the work, and yet it feels like you're standing completely still while the professional world speeds by. Knowing you need to improve is easy. Figuring out exactly which skills to target next is the hard part. Significant professional growth and increased productivity originate from deliberate self-analysis, a systematic process of evaluating your own personality, abilities, and habits without relying on external feedback. This chart shows the complete self-analysis cycle. It starts with self-reflection and assessment, moves through gathering feedback, building a SWOT analysis, setting clear goals, creating an action plan, and finally, executing continuous improvement. To make this work, we need to apply this framework right now. Grab a pen and draw a large 2x2 grid on a blank piece of paper. For this exercise to be effective, you must commit to radical honesty. Without an objective, documented audit of your own traits, career development remains a series of vague wishes. Today, we are going to turn those wishes into an actionable strategy. This grid is your personal SWOT analysis. We will start with the top half, which is dedicated entirely to internal factors, the traits and abilities that exist strictly within you. Look at the top left box, strengths. Ask yourself what you do exceptionally well. If you work in public service, this might include strong communication skills, deep subject knowledge of policy, or being a reliable team player. Write your top 3 strengths down. Next, the top right box, weaknesses. Identify where your skills lack compared to peers. Focus strictly on internal flaws, not external obstacles. For example, you might struggle with limited computer skills, poor time management, or a hesitancy to speak in public. Document them clearly. This internal audit isolates specific traits you have the direct power to control and improve today. Step 2 requires looking outward. The bottom row of our grid is for external factors, variables that exist outside of your direct control, but directly impact your work. In the bottom left box, list your opportunities. Look around your workplace for external avenues that actively support professional growth. These could be government-sponsored training programs, accessible online learning platforms, or a new chance to network with senior colleagues. Finally, move to the bottom right box for threats. Identify external elements that could realistically harm your performance or stall your success. Common examples include rapid technological changes making your current skills obsolete, heavy administrative workloads, or severe budget constraints in your department. This external audit maps the exact terrain you have to navigate. By putting these realities on paper, you convert future anxieties into calculated preparations. You have a complete data set. But a perfectly mapped SWOT matrix is useless if executed with a resistant mindset. Take a look at this table. On the left are negative mindsets that derail public servants, complacency, resistance to change, and a blame culture. To succeed, these negative habits must be replaced by values on the right: adaptability, continuous learning, and strict accountability. Maintaining this focus requires a growth mindset. You can build this using daily auto-suggestions, repeating phrases like, "I am optimistic and innovative," or "I learn from my mistakes," until they become your default mental filter. Applying a growth mindset converts the raw data on your paper into measurable, real-world results. Now, translate your 4 boxes into a personal action plan to-do list. First, tie a strength, like communication skills, to an action: mentoring junior colleagues. Second, address a weakness. Enroll in an ICT course. Finally, schedule actions to leverage opportunities and reduce threats. Applying this strict translation formula prevents you from walking away with vague goals. You are left with a clear, prioritized directive for your career. You have successfully converted a web of professional anxieties into a clean 4-point action plan. Take a moment to appreciate that clarity. Maintaining progress requires constant repetition, a recurring cycle of reflection, feedback, and adjustment. Your final step is simple. Look at your new action plan, choose the easiest, lowest friction item on the list, and execute it today. Deliberate, documented practice combined with an optimistic mindset creates professional development as a predictable outcome.